It's supposed to be a second chance, a clean slate. You serve your time at Klescher, you walk out, you get your stuff, and if the winds are kind, you start fresh.
Attention! One of our guests has evacuated the facility before completing their rehabilitation time.
But for a growing number of ex-cons, that first breath of freedom is followed by another gut punch. Theft.
I took 5 steps off the launch pad, still had dirt from the mines on my boots. I came to check my inventory at Everest and my gear was gone. Everything was missing, and all that was left was my old undersuit, the first one I had worn, which wasn't even worth anything. So I didn't get to see the guy. He was in and out before I even got a chance to see him.
Meet Lenin Korin, now in custody, previously unknown, now infamous. According to the records, Korin spent the last 6 months haunting the exits of Klescher like a ghost with a shopping list. Korin exploited a security blind spot at Everest, where released inmates are dumped with no protection or oversight. His targets? Freshly released inmates still disoriented from confinement. Authorities say he hit at least 47 people before being apprehended last week in orbit around Hurston, traveling under a fake transponder ID. But that number is already lower than the number of people who spoke to us claiming to have been a victim. A spokesperson told us that Korin's arrest brings closure to many victims, and that they have reviewed protocols to ensure safer transition for former inmates. Except the thefts haven't stopped. Since Korin's arrest, more ex-prisoners have come forward reporting the same phenomenon: gear stolen, transport ships missing, even accounts of body blocking at the pads. A copycat, or maybe copycats, plural, nobody knows. What we do know is that Klescher remains wide open for opportunists, and the prison's own administration seems to treat post-release security as someone else's job. But that's not the only thing going wrong at Klescher. There's a bug. A very recent bug, and it's keeping inmates locked up longer than the law demands.
Used to be that you die in here, the regen kicks in, and the sentence ticks down like normal, but lately if you flatline, the system thinks it's day one again. Full reset, fresh sentence. We've seen guys go from being minutes from release back to a full day.
The glitch, believed to be caused by a faulty backend firmware update to the prison's region node sync, has already affected dozens. Inmates have been accidentally imprisoned for days beyond their original terms. The UEE claims these are isolated incidents, that they've patched the region bug for critical edge cases, and that they are confident in the integrity of their sentencing system. Translation? We fixed the parts that were loud enough to trend on Spectrum. The rest? Still bugged, still dangerous. And as for the thefts, no new security measures have been announced. No guard patrols, no insurance expansion, just a shrug and a long walk in the dust. In the Klescher system, time isn't just served, sometimes it's stolen, reset, or extended without warning.
Attention! Attention! Please direct your attention towards the front gates. One of our guests has completed their rehabilitation and is being released. Let's give them a round of applause. Good luck back in the world, civilian.
And until the UEE sees prisoners as more than ticking clocks and data entries, freedom will remain just another item someone can steal.